Hey guys, in this video clip we're going to talk about the doubled long tail bowline. This is a great knot to tie into the litter when you're using a 2-tension rope system like, hi guys, we're going to talk about the doubled long tail bowline. This is a great knot to tie into a litter when you're using a 2-rope rescue system like the dual capacity 2-tension rope system or the dedicated main dedicated belay. So let's get started. Before I actually tie the bowline, I want to establish how long I want the tails to be. Depending on how long the tails are, that will determine how much movement I have around on the litter. If your tail is too short, you're not going to have much room to negotiate around. If it's really too long, it might form a trip hazard for you. So in my experience, for scree evacuations, I found about 3 arm breaths is appropriate. So let's go ahead and imagine that we're going to do a scree evacuation. So I get the ends of the ropes here, and I'm going to go out 1 arm breath, 2, and 3. And you can kind of customize that to whatever works best for yourself. So now what I'm going to do, that I've got my appropriate tail, is I'm going to tie the doubled bowline. So I grab the rope, and what I'm going to do is I have the, here's the anchor part of the rope up above me and the running end of the rope below me. So I grab my hand so that my thumb is pointed towards my belly button, and then I flip the tails up and I hold it like so. This way I have the tree in the hole, and then here's going to be the rabbit that's coming out of the hole, if you've ever heard that training aid when you're tying bowlines. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get the tails. Here we go. So I like to hold it just like this. I'm going to grab both the tails so the rabbit comes out of the hole, going to come around the tree, and then it's going to go back in the hole. Now notice when I tie this, the end of the rope here is going to be inside the loop on the bowline. If I went around the other way, the tail ends are on the outside, and this knot is much more likely to get snagged. So you want the tail ends to be on the inside of the loop. So now what I can do is I can just adjust how big I want my loop by pulling on the different ends of the rope there. Okay, keeping this nice and manageable. I'm just making my loop on the bowline small because it really only needs to be big enough to tie into, or I'm sorry, to clip in a carabiner or two. So I'm just adjusting this to the appropriate length here. Get it a little bit smaller. There we go. And then I just need to dress my bowlines so it's nice and clean. There we go. So there's my doubled bowline. The long tails are coming down through the inside of the bowline knot here. And then what I can do is just come down here to the 2 tails, and depending on your agency's protocol, this is where you can tie a knot, an end line knot to clip into. So what we do at Colorado Mountain College, the Wild Guide and Summit County Search and Rescue, is we tie a figure 8 on a bite. So I'll just go ahead and tie figure 8 on a bite here. Go ahead and dress that. And then I would do the same thing on the yellow line here. So that's a doubled bowline with long tails. This gives me 2 attachment points. Typically this attachment point up here would be the main attachment point that the litter would get attached to. And then the tails would be attachment points for the rescuers or the patient to clip into. So you can use this in a variety of applications like we already talked about. High angle litter evolutions, scree litter evolutions, and you can even use this tying in system for pickoffs. Okay, so make sure you practice this knot up. Thanks for watching. Bye.